So today, we have Nemesis from Resident Evil 3 remake game taking on Albert Wesker from the Resident Evil 5 game. Who wins? Let's find out. So, after someone was exposed to the NET virus created by the Umbrella Corporation, they mutated into a nearly unstoppable monster known as Nemesis. The idea behind it was to create a BOW with the power of the Tyrant, aka Mr. X, but with more intelligence and would follow orders, and it did. It had superhuman strength, being able to effortlessly bust through walls and ceilings, even brick walls, casually break and bend metal, and could literally rip people apart with zero trouble. It was tough enough to be unfazed by all types of bullets, routinely shrugged off grenade launcher shots, and it was just fine after massive explosions and falls. It even had a regenerative healing factor as it regrew its arm in just a few seconds. And it was incredibly fast and agile for its immense size, being able to run several meters in mere seconds and to do incredible leaps and jumps. It also could project these tendrils from all over its body, most noticeably from its hands, and these could easily pierce through people and even crush skulls as well. And finally, it was smart enough to take orders, use weapons like rocket launchers and flamethrowers effectively, and to continuously pursue Joe Valentine no matter what happened or what got in its way as well. But in the other corner, Albert Wesker. Power hungry, knowledgeable, and infinitely cunning. A former member of STARS, Albert Wesker was injected with the prototype virus and became leader of the Umbrella Corporation. He seeks power and domination over the human race for his own gain. He had a special blood type that, when mixed with the prototype virus, allowed him to have all the benefits from the virus with none of the drawbacks. It gave him superhuman agility, strength, endurance, and hyper-accelerated speed and reflexes. It also made him nearly invulnerable by hardening his skeleton, internal organs, tissues, and skin to the point trying to punch him will probably leave you with a broken hand. He can perform short bursts of speed faster than the human brain and eye can comprehend, making it look like he's teleporting all around. This allows him to dodge point-blank bullets and machine gun fire with very little effort. He was a master martial artist and marksman. This plus his cold-blooded nature allowed him to take down groups of monsters and zombies and people even before being injected with relative ease. And finally, he has created his own fighting style that perfectly utilizes his martial arts skills, marksmanship, and his physicality, most noticeably his accelerated speed and reflexes as well. So, who's stronger? Well, Nemesis is massive and definitely looks stronger, but looks can be deceiving. He was able to easily knock around and throw Jill Valentine several feet with one hand, casually bust through walls and ceilings as if they weren't even there, even brick walls, effortlessly crush bones, and to stop a speeding car dead in its tracks with relative ease. But Wesker easily threw Chris and Sheva off a balcony simultaneously, one hand each, send Chris flying through a locked metal gate door with a kick, casually lift Chris with one hand and throw him across the room, hold back rockets from RPGs with his bare hands, and to easily lift these massive missiles and throw them very far and with enough force to cause them to explode, all with one hand. To be honest, I'd say they're fairly even here. I think they could copy what each other did anyways. So, moving on. What about durability? Well, again, Nemesis is massive, which really helps him out here. He's unfazed by headshots, actually just completely unfazed by all types of bullets in general. He's walked off being rammed off the top of a parking garage by a car, and then being crushed by that car upon impact on the ground, just got back up a few seconds later. He's unfazed by a car explosion and being on fire, literally just walked through it like he wasn't even on fire. Withstood a direct shot from a rocket launcher and several grenade launcher shots, survived a point-blank grenade explosion that sent him flying out of a speeding train car, was hardly phased when his arm was cut off, and he survived being drowned in acid. He also had a powerful regenerative healing factor, as he immediately regrew his lost arm when it was cut off. But Wesker was so durable to the point that Sheva's knife barely pierced his forearm. Regular bullets do nothing to him, and lava can't even burn his skin, although it was still hurting him. He quickly recovered from being shot by the strongest guns in the game, like the Super Magnum. Several point-blank explosions, followed by a combo of massive blows from Chris or Sheva, being tackled by Jill through a window, followed by a great fall into a large body of water, probably the ocean, a jet plane crash into a volcano, and it took 2 RPG rockets right to and possibly through his face while he was submerged in lava to kill him. Here's another thing about Wesker. He had to routinely take this serum every day to maintain his powers, but if he took it too early, it would act as a poison or a drug and drug him up. He kept on fighting after being hit with back-to-back dosages way before it was time for him to take them. But despite how impressive that is, Nemesis is taking this advantage because Wesker was stunned and even briefly hurt by strikes from Chris and Sheva, and I highly doubt these strikes would have the same effect on Nemesis, mostly because of his massive size. Nemesis is more durable. But Wesker is definitely, and without a doubt, faster. Now, Nemesis is surprisingly fast and agile for his size and bulk. He's able to keep pace with Jill Valentine just by walking, and he's obviously much faster when in a dead sprint. He can easily jump onto walls and over people, and he straight up caught a rocket from a rocket launcher with his tendrils that was fired from behind him. But that just can't compare to Wesker. Due to his hyper accelerated speed, he can literally run so fast in short bursts that it looks like he's teleporting all around to quickly get around the battlefield. This speed has allowed him to easily and consistently speed blitz groups of people before they could react, even people like Chris Redfield, Sheva Alomar, and Jill Valentine, who are all in great physical shape with years of training. He's effortlessly dodged bullets, point-blank bullets, bullets coming from 2 different angles, even machine gun fire, and he was even able to catch rockets from an RPG that he couldn't see coming. He's much faster and more agile than Nemesis, so both have their physical advantages. Wesker is also definitely more skilled, as he received extensive training when he was in Stars, becoming a master martial artist and great marksman. His fighting style really focuses on his hyper accelerated speed and brutality, as well as utilizing martial art techniques and his striking skill, ability, and power. It's going to be hard for Nemesis to even land a hit on Wesker, and it will be all too easy for Wesker to land blow after blow after blow due to his speed and skill. But at the same time, Nemesis is definitely tough enough to just take all of these attacks with no problem. Nemesis also has his tendrils that he can shoot out of his hands up to any given length, and they are able to easily restrain and ragdoll people, pierce through people, and even crush a dude's skull. He's also used these quite often when pursuing Jill. So, who wins? Well, both are strong enough to hurt each other and tough enough to easily take each other's attacks. Wesker's much greater speed and skill will allow him to land more blows and dodge more attacks, but Nemesis will heal from any fatal injury nearly instantly, and he has his tendrils. To be honest, Wesker could win this because if his son, Jake, who isn't nearly as physical powerful as him, was able to beat the massive Ustanok in a hand-to-hand fight, then Wesker should be able to beat Nemesis the same way. But Wesker was very egotistical and arrogant. There's also the fact that both Chris and Sheva were able to land repeated hits on Wesker despite Wesker's speed. This makes me 100% positive that Nemesis can too. It'd be a great fight that I'd love to see. A fight between arguably the 2 greatest bad villains in the whole Resident Evil gaming franchise. But I believe Nemesis would win it. Nemesis wins. Like and subscribe if you did enjoy. Leave a comment of what you think and hit the notification bell to be notified of all my future videos and all the great stuff. Have a great day, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.